Alright, so obviously you guys wouldn't know, but I've been watching Chainsaw Man lately. And of course you guys know that I've been enjoying all the action and the hands being thrown. But at the same time, this shit is mad sexual. Hey, yo, what is she doing? And all these niggas do is play around all day. This show is just beyond goofy. But to be honest, that's exactly what I came here for. Cause not gonna lie, I'm a degenerate. I came here to see big knockers being squeezed. Yo, what are you on, bro? Not even what are you talking about? Shut up. But I was shut your bitch ass up. I was just playing though. Anyways, Chainsaw Man has had me geeked for like the past month, and I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it. So this video is gonna be me talking about episodes 1 through 6, and also gonna give a recap of it. And then in part 2, I'm gonna go over 7 through 12. But you know, that's only if a certain website decides to actually work. Not gonna name any names, but we know exactly who I'm talking about. Why am I still talking? Let's get on with the review. All right, you might be down bad for cash, but at least you didn't take it to an extreme extent. Like, you did what? Oh my god! To start off, we meet our main protagonist, and his name is Denji, and his dog Pashta. And you see why Denji's hiding behind that thing? You see that ugly ass beast right there? Yeah, that's called a devil. Yeah, Denji's a devil hunter. You see this asshole right here offering him to eat a cigarette? Yeah, it's because Denji's lacking money, and he's trying to pay a debt to this bitch ass nigga in the back. Denji will do anything for cash because he's that down bad, but his main source of income is devil hunting. And as you can see by the down badness, he lives in this shack with his dog Pashta, and they can only survive off. But he only got this way because his father owed a debt to this man before he passed away. But since OG couldn't collect from the old guy, he has to take it from Denji. But the only thing that Denji ever dreams of doing is having a nice girl and playing video games while eating jam on bread. But he may never live to see that day because he's coughing up a ton of blood right now because of his internal disease. Moving forward, Denji meets up with the old man. He thinks that he has a new devil hunting mission for him, but nah. You're the mission this time, bucko. The snakery commences as he gets stabbed in the back by this zombie devil. No, Denji, run! No, not my dick! They jumping with knives! But as Denji was passing away, Pasha decided at the last minute that he was gonna meld their bodies together. By Pasha lending Denji his heart, it gave him the option to become a devil. But he only made this deal with Denji so he could carry out his dream. Now it's finally time for what we've all been waiting for. This nigga to turn. Damn, this shit taking forever. Can you like hurry the fuck up? There we go. We finally got what we all came for. Denji to turn into the Chainsaw Man. After Denji gets done wrecking all of the zombies, a girl pops up so she could catch him before he falls down. Who in fact is this mysterious lady that rescued him? Well, her name is Makima, and now Denji is indebted to Makima, so he has to work for her as a devil hunter. We get to Makima's office and we pull up next to this dude named Aki. Makima informs Denji that this will be his new partner from now on, but Denji acts like a little bitch. So Aki takes him to a back alley and beats the shit out of him. Damn! I mean, was the need necessary? He tells Denji to quit the job because not everybody's built for it, but before he could turn around, Denji ends up kicking him dead in the nuts. Okay, Denji, I understand you want your get back, but I think you got him. I think you got him. So after their scuffle in the alley, Makima informs Denji that he'll be moving in with Aki and to be disposed of as a devil if he acts up. But Denji don't care about this because all he cares about is Makima's titties. Okay, see, my boy finally got his bread and jam. This about to chow down on, bro. Yeah, Denji's kind of an asshole though. Like, he just makes too much noise and he doesn't have any home training. I mean, look at him falling asleep on the shitter. Get this nigga out of my house. So Denji and Aki go on their first mission together and they have to destroy something that's called a fiend. So Denji makes quick of this fiend and slices his head right off of his shoulder. So yay, good job. But they go back to the office and meet this new girl that they have to work with named Power, and she also lives a fiend. But on her first day on the job with Denji, Power gets ahead of herself and ends up smashing the out of this devil right in front of this dude in this telephone. Damn, G, are you good? But because Power's getting in trouble with Makima, she's embarrassed, so she decides to lie and say that it was Denji who told her to do it. So Denji and Power end up going back and forth with each other for about like 10 minutes for no reason, until Makima eventually tells both of them to shut the fuck up. Moving forward, Power and Denji make a deal that if he helps her get her cat back from the bat devil, she'll finally let him squeeze the milk back. So now they're off on an adventure to find the bat devil. Oh, look at there, they actually pulled up to the crib in time. But Denji senses something off about Power's plan, saying it wouldn't make sense for her to come with him to get the cat. Then Power's all like, yeah, you're right. Now I'm finna slime your ass out. Bam! Hits him with the okie-doke. Pure treachery. Moving forward, Denji wakes up in the hands of the bat devil who needs his blood for sustenance so that he could grow his limb back. Damn, Denji's, you throwing up Kool-Aid? What is that? But then when it's time for Power to get her cat back from the bat devil, he's like, nah, Denji's blood was nasty, so I'm gonna eat your cat instead. Pause. Moving forward, Power is depressed by seeing her cat get eaten by the bat devil. So now she feels like she has no more purpose in life and decides to get eaten by it. This sends Denji into a fit of rage and he ends up turning into the Chainsaw Man again. Now Denji and the bat devil have this big ass fight throughout New York City, excuse me, Japan. And not gonna lie, Denji was really beating his ass in this moment. The bat devil decides to get slick and tries to throw a car with the man in it, but Denji ends up catching it and throwing it back in his face. Paw! But as soon as the Bat Devil is about to devour on this man, Denji emerges from the rubble and gives us a deep and meaningful speech about how he needs to cop some titties. Like, no, for real, he's being dead ass. So Denji takes one final shot at the Bat Devil, hoping that this will be the last one he has to take, and ends up slicing his head off. Moving forward, Titty Man, Denji rescues Power from the Bat Devil rubble, but he's not out of the woods yet because now he has to fight a
What
worm.
is that?
Ew. So Denji and the Leech Monster end up going back and forth in this long fight, trading blow for blow. But mind you, Denji's not going this berserk because he wants to save somebody's life. He's doing this for some nipples. But right before Denji gets to land his final blow against the Leech Monster, it ends up impaling him in the stomach. But who's coming to save the day? Good old Aki. Can always count on. What was that? Denji's now recovering in the hospital with Aki, and he makes him a promise that he's always going to be there by his side. But back at home, Denji and Aki get a surprise guest, and who could it be but Power, lame ass. Get these niggas out of my house. Now it's finally time for Denji to squeeze the milk knocker. Oh, snap. He's doing it. Get in there, my boy. But our boy Titty Man Denji gets played by Power instead because she put fake boobs in her chest instead of the real one. That bitch scammed me. Moving forward, Denji has to fill out some paperwork in Makima's office after the leash battle. She asks him what's wrong, but he tells her that he had touched some tits and it wasn't as great. So what she does is get Denji rock hard by putting his thumb in her mouth and giving him straight eye contact. But then the best part happens for Denji. He got to hold the melon. Oh, snap. Okay, Denji, perfect execution. Nice form. 10 out of 10. On a more serious note, Makima asks Denji to kill the gun devil for her. If he does, he can get anything he asks for. Now we get to this flashback of this little boy hanging out with his brother, you know, having nice family time, you know, nothing in this instance can go wrong at all. Oh, hey, no! Yo! So Makima ends up sending the group to this hotel where the gun devil may be hanging out. But while they're there, this devil hunter named Himeno proposes a game to Denji that if he can kill the gun devil, then she'll give him a kiss on the mouth. And being the horny that he is, Denji goes headfirst into danger. They end up meeting this ugly ass looking devil. Like, how the f does this nigga have hands and feet on his face? And as soon as he launches for Kobni, Himeno grabs it with her ghost arm and Power slices it. And since Power was acting so curious about Himeno's ability, she had to show her firsthand what her ghost arm could actually do. But as the group tries to move forward in the hotel, they notice something very odd happening. It appears that they can't get off the 8th floor and they've been going around and round in circles. Himeno tells Kobni to make a double peace sign to test the theory, and it turns out they're actually stuck there. Yo, shut the f up. You're always crying. Look at you crying again. He didn't even do anything to you. The group is all fucked up. They're trying to make a plan, but Kobni can't stop crying, Power can't stop laughing, and Denji cannot stop sleeping. But that's all y'all gonna get for this week. I'm doing half parts, so y'all get half the episode. But now I've been thoroughly enjoying this show. I have no problems or no complaints with it this far. The action is there. The storyline may be a little silly sometimes with the whole titty aspect, but overall, I love it. The opening and ending is so hard too. You can see these niggas are really throwing their ass in this animation. Paul. I don't think right now that I have a favorite character, but if I would say I do enjoy somebody, it would probably be Aki. I don't know, I just feel like his storyline is gonna be one of the best ones out the whole show. I don't really know about Denji though. Like, he seems like just a basic ass main character. Power's decent too to me because she's just funny as hell. And I don't know, Makima really may be where it's at. But not gonna lie, I am having too much fun watching this shit. It gets me turned every week. But that's part 1 of my Chainsaw Man review. And I hope you guys return for part 2 because that's gonna come out in a month when the rest of the show airs. But please tell me what you guys' thoughts are about the show in the comments. I wanna know what you guys are thinking about it. But anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. See y'all later.